I'm Dave Hawkins, and this is Decision Chalk Talk. So when is a decision factor not a KPI? Human decision making is qualitative, not quantitative. We have trouble assigning numerical values, but we can easily sort items into ranked lists, so we're intuitive mathematicians. And when we make a decision, we convert categorical and quantitative values into a qualitative assessment of how good something is relative to the other choices. Important factors that are used in decision making often are purely qualitative, things like expert judgment or stakeholder opinions. The example that I'm going to use is hiring a new employee. We treat a decision process like this as having 5 steps in preparing for the decision. The first step is to establish the criteria. This creates a list of factors, and each hiring team member then takes a look at those factors and ranks them in order of how they see the importance. They may not use all the factors in their evaluation. The other 4 steps are iterations, refining scoring on the factors to build a complete picture of the qualifications of each of the applicants. This is a list of factors that might be used to evaluate candidates for a computer science or programming position. And note that the 2 interviewers each have a different selection of factors and different rank order of importance. This reflects the viewpoints of the interviewers. Having multiple viewpoints is a benefit in a decision. There are really only 3 types of factor. Quantitative, represented as numbers; categorical or classified, represented as groups of similar items; and purely qualitative factors like expert judgment, rank order, or opinion. I'm going to use work experience as an example of quantitative scoring. In this case, we have 2 criteria that set thresholds. The job posting asks for 3 to 7 years experience. Below 3 years is a fail, above 7 years doesn't provide any extra benefit. Using a scoring system like this converts the numeric factor of years of experience into a qualitative value, which we can use in making the decision. I'm going to use security clearance as an example of a categorical factor. The job posting says security clearance is desired but not mandatory. This means that people without any clearance are scored lower than people who have clearance, and different levels of clearance are shown as having slightly different scores. This converts categorical factors into qualitative values that we can use in decision making. Many important factors start out as qualitative. These are things like expert judgment, rank order, where selections are put in an ordered list. That's often used to represent stakeholder or user preferences, and opinion polls and poll results. An example of this might be corporate culture fit, something that's important when fitting a new hire into an organization. Each interviewer provides a qualitative score. These are already qualitative, so they don't have to have anything else done to them before they can be used in the decision. We have our criteria, our factors. Now we have to fill in the content for each factor for each of our applicants. That's done in 4 iterative steps. Step 2 is resume evaluation, filling in factors that can be gleaned from the resume response. Step 3 is a phone interview, which focuses on filling gaps in applicant information for pass-fail criteria. This reduces the number of applicants to a manageable number. Step 4 is an in-person group interview. A group of applicants are brought together with the hiring team, and they have a discussion focused on the most important factors. In step 5, the applicants rank each other using factors that characterize technical skills and potential as teammates. We filled in the factors. Now it's time for a decision. First, we disqualify any applicant that fails a factor score. Next, each hiring team member lists a preferred candidate and 2 alternates. These top 3 lists become the basis for a group discussion and viewpoint sharing. If there's no consensus, they can have a discussion about why they prefer one candidate over the other. This is intended to develop a final ranking. Initially, this can be done just by aggregating the rankings from all the team members, but it's typically modified based on team discussion. And then finally, there's a decision. The top ranked choice is hired, and the decision is archived. Any tools used should support the entire decision process. They have to integrate all 3 types of factors: quantitative, categorical, and qualitative. Each participant should be allowed to have their own viewpoint. This is an important aspect of decision making. If this is done following the methodology that I've just outlined, consensus decisions are usually possible. And if they're not, the process documents where the views conflict and allows a higher level management to make the decision. Enhance I, our white label add-on for other products in business environments, integrates quantitative, categorical, and qualitative factors. It supports multiple viewpoints, and it fully characterizes and documents entire decision processes. To find out how, please contact us at enhancei.com. Thank you.